Hey guys, what's up? It's tutorial time! Yay! I like doing these videos. It's like, I don't know how to do something. I sit and learn how to do it by watching videos, guides, YouTubes, blah blah. And then I go on and go, right, I'm now going to try and explain how this does it and how it works, how you do things. And ARMA 3 is up next. It's been something I've wanted to get involved with for ages, but you do need a good computer for this, so be warned if you haven't played this before. You need a good computer for it. It's a military simulator. It's realistic. It is fantastic. Some of the things you can do. And we're going to jump in the editor. I'm going to show you how to place units, how to set them up, and things you can do inside of it. There's a lot out there, and I'll talk about the mods that are used as well. And also, I'll keep my mouse pointer on screen so you can actually see it, because a lot of the tutorials I've watched get rid of their mouse pointer. It's like, well, where are you clicking? You're not showing me where you're clicking. So yeah, we're going to play around and I'm going to show you how the editor works. It's going to be one of them things though that I'm going to show you the basics and you just have to go off and explore, which is exactly the stage I'm at now. I'm like, what does that do? Oh, I've just wiped out my entire squad. So without further ado, let's click on editor. I have loads of maps installed. I've been playing with loads of different ones. We've got all the Vietnam maps on there. We've got some others on there as well. We're going to just click on Tanoa, and we're going to click continue. So once you've clicked that, I mean, I don't have this installed on my SSD. It would be a lot quicker if I did. Like way quicker, because I have so many mods. It takes about 5 minutes to open the game. You're like, oh, I can't open enough. Especially when you make so many mistakes, you're quitting out the game quite a lot. So yeah, 5 minutes is a lot of time. But you're going to come in there, pick a map. It doesn't matter which map it is. You might have a favorite map. You might be like, okay, I like how that works. I get this error every single time. No idea what it means. I can just click it and there you go. I'm in here. So this is where it might look complex and you're like, oh my God, how do I understand all this? Well, let's break it down a little bit. If you right click and move your mouse around, you'll circle around like so. WASD moves you around just like if you were walking. Hold shift, you'll go a bit quicker. Shift backwards, same thing, shift there. Scroll mouse will take you out and out and out and out. So you can see here with the airfields. So I can just keep scrolling. See how there's names of the towns on here? If I wanted to go to a certain town and click on locations and go, let's go to Nanny. Double click on it and here I am at the town of Nanny. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. And if you've just got somewhere you want to search, so you just go, I really like Nanny. There you go, straight back to it. So that's how you can search and find your place where you want to start. If I hit the M key, no, not inside there. Good God. The M key. It'll take you to the map screen. It's like this. And here's the camera. So I can just click and drag it around. And I'm like, oh yeah, that looks interesting. Let's check out Camp Remnants. Hit M again. And here I am. Hit the camp. Hit M again and come back out. So if I want to go back to where I was, it was around about the airport area, which is down here. So click on there, click M, and there's an airport for you. It's a different airport to where I was at. This is the civilian airport, but I think it'll work for what we're trying to do and mess around with. And I think since Lammy's in the background, we're going to use that. Actually, could we use this? Yeah, we'll use this town. There's a bit of a battle area. So you know how to move around now. The rest of this we're all going to cover. There is some more important stuff than those. This side is unit window plus other things. Along here, you can see all the entities. So if I just place down, we're going to go over this again in a second, but if I just click that, put you down, can you see there? Alpha 1, if I stick another one down, Alpha 1, 2, because they're all different squads. So can you see how, so any entity you put down will be in this here. So if you've got something you really want to find, again, just click search and you can have a look through all the entities. If I want to delete them, just highlight them with left click. Gone. Easy as that. If I want to copy, it's no different to like something like Excel or something. So place the dude down, highlight, Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V, Control V, everywhere. I can also then highlight them again, Control C, Control V. Look at that. What that means is if you set up the options of a soldier, you can kind of just mess around with them on there. All these here are pretty self-explanatory. So scenario lets you save it, save as, publish to the workshop, export. So when you've done with it, export to single player or multiplayer. What that means is you can play that in single player or multiplayer modes from inside the menu. Let's see what else is important on here, which I've been playing with. This view, you can put like night vision, thermal vision on, or toggle a flashlight, or foliage, or vision, or map mode attributes general. So you can give it a name. So it's called test map, like that. You can give it an overview, so you can put a picture on it. You know, like when you see published people on the workshop, they'll have pictures like planes or whatever. Does it require any DLC to run? Because you might just want to put in like carts or something like that. So put in any DLC that's needed. On the rest here, you can set your own custom loading screen. You can have this, so you can just have it so it goes straight in, or do you want it to show the HUD or not the HUD, or GPS or not GPS, so you can make it as hard or core as you want. You can also do this, so this is alliances, so you set who the independent side will be friendly to. So if you want the independent side to kill everyone, it'll be like that. If you want them to be friendly to you, it's that. If you want them to be friendly to the enemy but against you, you can do that. So it's all pretty self-explanatory of that. Environment means you can control the time of day. So if I put nighttime, and then you can put it back to daytime, you can have it overcast. So you can have it really overcast to start off with, but then none by the end of whatever the mission is, so it'll get better. Or again, you can have it at 0, and then it's going to go to 55% as the thing wears on. That's the same as the fog. So I can put loads of fog, so you can't see a thing. But then I can have that decay and then get better as it goes on. Or I can have that on fog forecast, so I can have it so it goes to 100% by the end of the mission. You can have rain on and off, so I can put that on. You can have rain start 56 and 100, so it's definitely going to rain. Lightning, the same thing. Waves, so I can make the waves bigger or smaller. And wind. So you could set all this up so you can have it so it's going to get a little bit worse as the map goes on. Or better. Attributes again. Multiplayer. We're going to go over this in a second because there's some important things in there. And performance. That's just, yeah, don't worry about that. Garbage collection just means it'll clear up any entities that are left on the battlefield, that sort of thing, if you're having some problems. Tools, I've not really messed around with this yet. On here is just all the preferences you will have if you paused it. So the thing I normally do is on video options, I stick the draw distance all the way up so I can see all the way around. And then play, as you would guess, just means you can play. These all do things as well, we'll cover them as we go. But for the moment, I think we're happy. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to set a very basic mission, which involves a forward operation base here. We'll put some enemy in... Oh, where should we put them? Yeah, it's a nice big town. That's a bit close, like. This here, the oil refinery. Yeah, so just basically, they've overtaken the oil refinery. Perfecto. So, we'll go back to here, and we're going to go over to this side of the menu here. So this is your assets, and there's your history, so ones you've always used. So there's all the things I've done. So if I've done something I want to do again, I can just click on there. Down here is all the... So blue is blue for. They're the friendly units, the good guys. Red is the bad guys. Green is in the... Well, what colour is, I think it's like a yellowy colour. I'm colourblind, so I apologise. And what of colour? Independent. Civilian. So there you go. I can just have a beggar. So we can set him up as a beggar. You can do a lot more than that, trust me. It's quite cool. And also props as well. This is where you'll find things like... So that's just a random missile. So why you'd want that lying around. But you know, you can add them to your props and stuff. So there's a seaport, there's supplies, there's things. There you go. You've got loads, so much stuff on here, and you can put any of them down. So you can make the base look as realistic as you want. And you could make this base quite quickly, to be fair. It just takes a little bit of work, but you can do whatever you want. So if we look at structures military, so they're just all weapons by the looks of it. So we'll close that down a little bit. We'll close that down. We'll have a look under here. Military. barrack building. So I want a barrack building there. There we go. Easy. If I don't want it, just press delete. If I put it down, like so, I can then click on it again, hold shift, and that will rotate it around. Whee! So you just hold shift, hold left mouse button, and rotate. You can set the altitude by clicking on it and holding alt. So, you know, you want to make sure it's in the ground, but if you're on a hill, you might want to level it out. So you just hold alt, left click, up and down. And that's how you do it. You got all these things. So there's something to play around with. What we're going to do is very simple mission. So what I'm going to do is click. You can do compositions is basically a group of soldiers. So if I click on friendly NATO, can you see it's a full team? So rather than just putting one unit down, it populates a team of 4 for you. So that's all them sort of things. So you can see they're mechanized infantry. So if I wanted a mechanized anti-armor squad, so a squad, and they give you a tank to play with as well. So you can put them down anytime you want. You've got naval on there. So you can have diver team, speedboat, special forces. So if we look at a recon UAV team down there, you get a little UAV with them as well. How cool is that? So that's how all that works. All you're doing is these are all your things. If you click on them, some of them show you what they look like, some of them don't. So just sometimes you just got to click on them and put them down because it's just easier. So that's object as a single thing. What's FIA? I don't know. Like a private military force type thing. You see I've got police on here. So I've got like proper police cars and stuff. So if we click on Dodge Charger, you see I've got proper police units in as well, which is quite cool. So I could make a police mission. One thing to notice when you're placing down vehicles, if you see here where it says place vehicles with crew, untick that if you want it to be an empty unit. So that's empty unit. Click it. And we'll do it again. And this time, that will have a person in. Can you see them? So yeah, just make sure you click on that if you want it to have a crew or not. The reason you might not want to have a crew is because you might want a roadblock, for example. And you might not want it to have crew inside of it. So there you go, there's a police helicopter with its crew. What that means is that's fully crewed. Or I can use it as just a prop and I can take control of it myself. So that's how it works. That's how it works. All these mods are available from the workshop. You don't need any of them to edit as such, but what I would recommend is a mod called Ares, A-R-E-S, Ace, A-C-E. Them the two I would kind of recommend for this. I'll put a link in the description of what ones I've got, but they're the two I would kind of recommend. MCC is the main one though, so MCC. All you got to do is type that in. If you press on Google and just type MCC in, you'll find it. So there's MCC, Ace, and Alive. Other ones I've got. CBA you want as well. I just remember that as can't be arsed. There's Old Man and stuff like that. And Zeus is kind of the thing that you get with the game. And it's a DLC. I think it was a DLC that you got with the game. So, let's have a play around. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to put a single unit down. So I'm going to click on NATO. What's Luke mods? French. Right, NATO. And we're just going to put some men. And I just want a very simple. You can see how many men and women I've got on there. And we just want a very simple. What should we have? Rifleman. Ding. So there's our little rifleman. If I click on play scenario now, what this do, I can then control this man. I can do what I want. So if I just click on, should I do it? No, we'll have a little look at other things first. So, all you do, so you can move them around. You could press on them and press Alt and move them up and down. So you could put them on top of a roof or something like that if you want to. Shift and hold. You can do that. So if you want, say, let's see if we grab you and want them guarding this door, for example. There we go. If I double click on them, I'll get an option. So I can give them a rank. I can give them a stance. So default, but I can make him stand up, for example. I can give him different loadout. I can make him 100% skill. I can make him rubbish. I could give him like half health if I want him to like kind of be almost dead. The main thing you want to look at on here is, so you can see here, all the things you can do. So you can give them names. You can give them call signs. You can give them different voices. You can give them all this sort of stuff on here. There's so much information. The main one you want on here, though, is to make sure that player and playable. If you want people to be able to use this, make sure it's on player. So if you're playing single player, probably doesn't matter as much. But if you're going to multiplayer it, it's something you need to do. They work the same way. There's not much difference. I mean, what you can do is, say you wanted a 32 server. So I'm just going to make sure you set as player. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to copy and paste. And then I'm going to do 2 more. So I'm just going to move them into position. So at the moment, if I wanted a 4-player co-op mission, this would now be it. I could then just have this 4 players on here. If I want to copy, paste, we've now got an 8-player map. Copy and paste. Now I've got 12, 16. Highlight use. Do that. We now have 32 players there. So what I could do now is I could actually have a server for multiplayer and have 32 people come in. Because I have 32 playable people in here. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to get rid of this backline. And we'll leave it like this. So these are all out of groups now. What I can do is say select 4 of them. Right click. Once I right click on them, you can just right click on one. But you can also highlight like that. And I can go down here and you can edit their loadout. So I can give them an ace arsenal. So you can see here on ace, I can give them anything on here. So I can say, right, I want to use all to have that gun with green, apply, and there we go, it's done. So you can do, there's so much you can do on here. It's unreal. And as you can see here, you can copy paste. You can set as group leader. So if you want this guy to be the leader of the group, you can just right click on him and make him group leader. And no, I want you for. And then if you look at the right-hand side down the bottom, you can see here that if I press Control and click, you can actually make them a group. See? So I've made them two. I don't know why them two would be a random group, but yeah, you just click on them. Press the Control, highlight the next one, and there you go, it's a group. So it's pretty easy, to be fair. So we'll set them as group leaders, and there we go, they're the groups. And then you can just click off here. So if I just want to get rid of these two, just click, delete, gone. Easy as that. Easy peasy. I'm sure there's lots of other things you can do on here. Like ridiculous amounts I'm sure you can do on here. So that is how you get your players in. Now, one thing I would recommend doing is setting a respawn location. This means you can spawn back here. And if you're hosting a server, it means other people can. So do that. Press along here where it says F5. On here, look down. You can search. So I'm just going to put respawn. Respawn position. And this doesn't matter if you're playing single player or multiplayer. That means my respawn position is set here all the time. Double click on it. And I can give it a name. You can see it's a respawn position. And you can have infantry side. This is the one thing you do want to change. You want to change it to blue 4 because this is a blue 4-1. If you were doing red versus blue, you get set as an op 4 for the enemy side to then spawn in that location every time there's a new, every time you die, basically. That's all you got to do is blue 4 in there. Click OK. And what that will mean is that comes into here. Once you've done that, there is one more thing to do. Go up to attributes at the top. Click multiplayer. In here, see where it says respawn disabled, change that and go down to respawn on custom position, and you want it to have select respawn position and select respawn counter if you want it to. You've got lots of options on there, so you can actually have it as 100 tickets but infinite respawns. So you could set it up in here. Respawn delay, so I want it to be 5 seconds before you respawn in. And you've got vehicle respawn, you've got show scoreboard. You got revive. So am I going to allow reviving on this map? Yep. I am enabled for all players. You don't need to be a medic. You can set it so only medics can revive players. So I'm going to set none. And then down here, do they need anything? So we're going to say they need a first aid kit / medic kit. You can put revive duration. So if you want to make it really long, really short. Multiply. So if you're a medic, does it go twice as fast, 4 times as quick? That sort of thing. And you can see you've got all that on there. Bleed out duration. That's all you enable AI. Well, that means if there's not a player there, the AI will take over, which is what you want, really. And you've got game mode over here, so you can set it so you can be sector control, survival, support, team deathmatch, or whatever. I'll just leave it on that. And there you go. You've got your respawn point set up. So it means if I die, I'm going to respawn here. So what we're going to do now is very quickly, we're just going to put down... what should we put down? I think can we put down props, military, and I just want a very small camp. So these are all the camps. So if I just click on campsite, boom, you can see there. You can just put a very small camp down. You can move objects once you're inside. So if I want to move a certain object, highlight it. I want the logs to be there. I want the tent to be over there. So you can change objects around. You can delete them. So if you're like, I don't actually want a tent, or if you want something bigger, let's have a look. Field HQ large, and we're gonna go for this. And let's find some flat land. Boom. There we go. We have a really large base now. Again, just highlight. I can get rid of some and get rid of all. I can do what I want on it. All these objects are selectable. So you know if you want to set up a certain point of the road, you can do that. So checkpoint, so we'll have a checkpoint like that. That checkpoint is totally not aligned. So what I'm going to do is hold shift. Oop, like so. Is that kind of lining up? Yeah, that's kind of lined up now. But this side is wrong. So what I can do is click off it. I can then click over here, highlight. Probably if I do it this way, highlight, I want to move you there. And then we'll just shift you around a little bit, like so. And there you go. We've now got a checkpoint. We'll put that in the middle of the road like that. And there we go. We've got a checkpoint. So, see, I want this checkpoint manned by people. What I'm going to do is just grab one of these guys. So you come on to your new home. Now, there's 2 ways you can do this. There's an easy way and a difficult way. I prefer the easy way, strangely enough, but you can do it a harder way. So we're just going to move you along here. And this is the character I'm going to control. This is who well, it might be the character I want to control. So what we're going to do is we'll save it before we do anything, just in case it crashes. So we're just going to call this Tanoa single player test. I'll click save like so, and we'll go into play scenario. So if you just click play scenario, you'll enter into the game just as you would in a single player, but it's your thing that you've created. Obviously we put no bad guys down or anything like that, so there's going to be nothing to do in this game world apart from look at the pretty stuff I've put down. However, this is where the next part of the editor comes into play. We're going to run MCC, play with Zeus, and the other things inside the game. So there you go. I've spawned as this person. There's all my guys. Hey, guys. That'll stay up for a little bit. And then I'm going to mouse wheel down and go to MCC. Click on that and log in. There's nothing on here you need to worry about. Just log in. Like that. And you'll get this up. Now, what this does is this is the way to control the battlefield. You can do this in real time as well. So you can do this as you play. And what I'm going to do before we do anything, though, is go into here. And I'm just going to join. So what I did there was press P on the keyboard. Press join. And that makes me the squad leader, for example. So we're going to take owner logged in as commander. So there you go. I now have commander privileges on the battlefield. Don't mess with me. I am the best. So you're just walking around. It's not any different to when you're in Arma 3 as normal. Just scroll down and go to MCC. Once you've logged in and made yourself commander, you've got the commander console. Now, the commander console is great. It gives you an overall view of the battlefield, as you can see here. However, you can control things on here. So, I love this is where it gets really, really interesting. Like, super interesting. What we're going to do is press Y to start off with. Y takes you into Zeus mode. Now, Zeus mode, you can do this any time. See how that's like snapped to the ground? It's a little bit weird. And that's just floating in there. So yeah, I could pick some softer, some more normal ground, but never mind. So Zeus mode. This is where the game, you can edit this on the fly. So it means if I'm doing this mission, even the single player, I can jump into Zeus mode and control the game. So see this little guy here? I want him to go in there or go into a building and start looking. So what I can do is see the modules here. Click on there. Go down to AI behaviors. And I want you to garrison building. Boop. Where's he garrisoned? Where have you garrisoned? There you are. He's hiding. So when you click garrison building, he'll take up a position within the nearest building as a Overwatch thing. So they'll look and, you know, they'll take up beside doors and that sort of thing. It's just really handy. I can get them to stand up as well. Click OK. And there you go. Stands up. So it means you can see now when he's looking. I can still move him as well. So I can be like, well, actually, you're there. I kind of want you over there. And there you go. Now he's on watch. He'll watch out now. So again, I can do that anywhere. So we'll not do it to me because I'm the owner. But we'll click on here. We'll click Garrison Building. Boop. Where's he gone to? Where's he gone to? There he is. Are you on the roof? Yeah. He's been on the roof. Maybe not the garrison place I would have put it, but never mind. You can do that if you want. So these are really good. They're just fantastic, these AI behaviors. So what I can do is this guy here. What I want you to do is I want you to patrol here. So you can set up a manual patrol or you can do it automatically. There is a script for that. So we're going to click patrol. Going to click him. I want you to patrol 50 meters. I want you to be relaxed. You're not looking for anything. You're not doing anything wrong. I want you to go clockwise. And I want you to wait for 15 seconds at every checkpoint. Well, every waypoint. Click OK. Can you see these little crosses? That's where he's going to walk. He's on his way already. What I'm going to do, though, I don't want him to go that far out. So I'm just going to move everything in a little bit. I can just click on these. Like so. We need to move this one out a little bit. There we go. So now he's going to patrol this area. See how we've already got like a living thing going on already. You can even do that with vehicles as well. So if I want to do that, just click on there. Friendly. We want a car. What are you? Oh, you'll do. Okay. So you, I want you go back on modules. AI behaviors, patrol, and we'll say 100 meters. Let's see what that's going to give us. Perfect. So set you over there, you there. I want you to then go through the checkpoint down to here, then to there, and he'll wait there for 15 seconds or so, and then go on to his next thing. And now he's patrolling that whole airfield type thing. I think I've just deleted that. Silly me. So put that there. And generally they'll try and stay on roads as well. They'll generally not leave the roads. There you go. He's just sitting there doing his 15-minute thing. This also allows you to put things on. So if I want a goat, there we go. Herd of goat. Oh, it's the seagulls as well. There we go. They'll fly off and do things. All these have different things as well. They're all pretty similar in names. Look, you can click MCC AI. You can click environment things. So I want a, let's see, ambient fire there. And then it'll ambiently fire that later on. You can do general. You can see ordnance. So I even make a suicide bomber if I want to unarmed civilian. So if I'm doing a patrol, I can make an armed civilian come along. You can make an RTS, so you can create buildings, vehicle shops, that sort of things. Moving down, you can do loads of things. One of the other cool ones on here, though, is... Let's see, reinforcements. So I'm going to create a new LC, which is going to be here. I want the rally point to be there. And spawn units. So what this is going to do is it's going to spawn me a helicopter with some reinforcements on. So we'll start from here, for example. So side, NATO. So that means it's on the good guys. I want it to be a vehicle type, unarmed aircraft. Oh no, let's do a heavy troop transport. I want it to return to base and despawn. I want it to go to land in Z alpha. I want it to go to RP alpha. And I want it to be default. Click OK. Now that guy is going to drive over there and drop some units off. So let's try that again, because we can then do that. So I'm going to spawn some units. Click there. I want it to be unarmed aircraft. Oh, that's light armed aircraft. Click OK. So now we've got set up where this guy is going to go over here, drop the units off for me. So see how easy. And I can do this on the fly as well. So if I'm doing a mission and... Where's my helicopter? There you are. There's my APC. So you can see he's not bothered. He's like, yeah, I'm going to just go along here. There's my Ghost Hawk. So I can even turn its engine off if I wanted to in the middle of... Just imagine that, just like killing them as we go down. So let's see, he's just about to land. See, yeah, he's coming into land. We'll watch him land. Watch him. See if he can make the landing without killing everyone. Could be a possibility of a no. Oh, he's doing it, he's doing it. Now, they won't necessarily land it exactly where you tell them, though. They'll look for some flat land. So these guys are going to jump out. And then they're going to make their way over to here. And there you go. So that's how you can bring reinforcements in. I can do that via boats as well. So let's spawn some units over... I don't know how it's going to get that landing zone like, but... No, we'll not do that. Shall we? Go on then. Actually, if we put another landing point in here, put that there, and we'll spawn some units over here. And I want a armed boat. Land in Z Bravo. Land Z Bravo. Click OK. And there we go. There's a boat unit. I don't know what he's going to do here, mind. I've never played with this before. Probably crash, I would guess. Slow down, slow down, slow down. I don't know. I think that unit might get a little bit confused over this. Interesting to see, though, won't it? I don't know what he's going to do. Huh. It's going over here. He might figure it out. He might figure it out. I think he's going to. We'll leave them as they are, though. So he's still patrolling. We've got our APC somewhere in the distance. Oh, he's arrived. There we go. And he'll just go off and return to his area. He just sort of disappears after a while. Oh, you found a place. Kind of. You're a bit confused now. You're like, hang on a second, what do I do here? So yeah, you can. So we could spawn a ship out there. East aircraft carrier. Click OK. Whoa. Okay, the game did not like that. Let's press Y again. I have finished make. There we go. We've got an aircraft carrier. So yeah, I could get this to do things. I could make this a bit more ambient. So let's click on units, and we'll have aircraft and don't even want to know what. Oh dear, I spawned the bad ship in. Wow, it's getting destroyed. Oh no, 2 people are dead. No. You weren't supposed to fire on them. Go away. Go away. Aircraft carrier, just disappear. I don't know why that was so bad. I must have clicked on the wrong thing. Go away. I want to despawn you. Where is the aircraft carrier? You it? No. Goat? I don't want to goat anymore. I don't know where the aircraft carrier is. Weird. Anyway, he's not doing any harm. Well, he just killed 2 men, but never mind. Not much harm in that sense. So that's how you can do that with your units. If I want to spawn some bad guys, again, and click on there, and we will create a group, and we'll go for infantry. I want to recon patrol, and we're going to set up in this village over here. So we're going to be like, they've took over this village. So I'm going to just put you guys there, and I just want you to patrol for about 200 meters. Click OK, and they'll patrol that village, and then we'll just grab some bad guys again. Men, just copy, paste them. I'll put 2 over there, and then we'll just click on there again, and I want you to just garrison the nearest building. Thank you. You garrison your building. Thank you. You garrison there, and you garrison there. And as you can see, he's sort of patrolling up there. The other guys should just be there. He is beside the window in there. The other guy went over there. These guys are patrolling. So I just want to give this a bit more of a look. So we're just going to put some cos. And we'll put some of these guys looking down here. So press shift. Oop. Show us move them. Why aren't you working? God damn it, game. God damn it. And then we'll say to him, AI behaviors. Could you just patrol? Good. There you go. You'll do a patrol there. And again, remember we can set these up. So if I want to go over here, and then over to here, what the hell are these guys doing? Don't know, but there's going to be a fight in a second. So yeah, that's all the things you can do. So you can then set objectives, and it's a lot to take in. I know there's a lot to take in, but trust me, it is worth it. So what I'm going to do is, we could put some aircraft down here. So let's go blue. We'll go to NATO. See planes, and we'll have a thunderbolt at the end of the runway. Actually, no, we could put that over here. Oh, he's taken straight off because I've put air crew in him. Oh well, have fun. Have fun, guys. The AI is so not going to work this out, is it? I will be super... No. No, it's just fine, straightforward. Guys, you might... There's just going to be an accident there. Let's just cancel. I didn't want that to happen. That was going to be sad. They were just all crashed into each other. Right, final thing I want to show you is if I jump back in now out of Zeus mode, and I'm going to bring up my MCC. So this gives you like an overview of the map. So you can see there's all the things we've got going on. We can teleport around. We can call artillery in. So, for example, I mean, I can even put a mission generator in. So I can put a rival faction in, civilian factions, close quarter battles, difficulty, suicide bombers. And it'll make a mission for me where I am. So I can make it out, I can make my own. So let's call in some artillery. So we're just going to say, let's say high explosives on a wide angle. I want 10 shells, no delay, and I want it to cover this area here. Going to add military to there. And there we go, we've got military raining down on them. So if we go into Zeus mode again, by pressing Y. That's all the 10 shells we had, but you can see how it works. It's quite cool. You can do all that just from the little pad thing that you've got. You can do a lot more on this, by the way. So if we click onto main menu, I want a bomb and run over, I think it's here we've got them. So we're going to do that. And then we'll just close this down. And we should... There we go. Boom! How awesome is that? So this tool is just fantastic. I want a cruise missile on the aircraft carrier connecting. Oh, I think I've clicked the wrong place. Oh well. Boom! Look, there it is. How cool is that? It's awesome, isn't it? Absolutely awesome. I can do other things on here as well. So, airdrop available. You've got all these casters on here. You can evac. You can make them do stuff. If I click on F2, I can. If I had a UAV, I could launch a UAV. I can even launch an AC-130. However, the controls are really finicky on that. Like they're just not very fun. So we're gonna call an AC-130 over there. Did that work? Yep. Good. And I can, if I click into that, connect to the AC-130. See, the camera's just janky. It just doesn't quite work. Don't know if it's my mouse or it's because I'm controlling the player or what, but now I can do that. Shoot. Can change to thermal so I can see them. Can change to 105. And if we look up at the sky, there it is, firing down. So again, that console gives you a lot of things to do. You can also forward observe our artillery. So you can look in where your thing's going and click on it and put positions in. And so, yeah, you can put, I want to do that, and type all that in. It's a little bit confusing. There's the RTS if you want to go down into that. And then also if I want, I can have a spawn units, groups, reinforcements. I want a power drop lodge. I don't know where this is going to spawn, by the way. No idea. It could go anywhere. I don't think it worked, actually. Oh, no, I've got add to list. Okay. And I didn't want that. I wanted groups, reinforcement, large power drop, fortify, spawning zone, create a... Oh, okay, so I need to learn how to do a zone. Why don't you do that? How do you do that? There must be a way to do it. Have to work that one out. So we've seen artillery, evac. You can get loads of helicopters to come in and pick people up. You can put IEDs down as well. Convoy. So I want that, and we're gonna. Left click on the map to set a respawn. Okay. Convoy placed. Let's see what's placed. Oh, there he is, I think. Or is the convoy just going to fly in from somewhere? I don't really know. There's the aircraft carrier over there. So the things you can do are... Oh, there we go. 5 vehicles. Oh, so they've come in now. Where are you guys? Oh, there you are. Cool. So that's how you do that. As I said, you can spectate around. You can change factions. You can do artillery. You can do just... Yeah, it's amazing what you can do in this game. So if I wanted to go and assault that, I could just walk over and all them enemy over there will be AI'd up and they will start to attack. And that is how that works. I hope I've helped you with the mission editor. You have to download some mods. As I said, there's some of the stuff I mentioned before. I'll try and remember the link in the description. And just play around with it because it's not that difficult. And I think now playing this game, I'm going to be using Zeus and MCC all the time. Because I think it's just going to make the game a lot more realistic for me. So I'll be able to bring like missions in and cruise missiles and help if I need it and that sort of thing. So I hope you've enjoyed it and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.